Well, we still have the Nile TV International Hour, today's edition of the Breakfast Show, and we're talking about the new assignments to the government after the formation of the new cabinet, or the reshuffle of the cabinet, the new duties of the new cabinet, the how it's supposed to draw or to set different strategies for the next coming phase, to actually to abide with the general strategy of Egypt for sustainable development and Egypt's vision of 2030. And we're delighted to be joined over the phone by our prominent guest, Dr. Youmn Hamaki, economic expert. Dr. Youmn, great pleasure having you with us. Very good morning to you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Morning. Always having new blood, it's always healthy, even in governments, to, of course, because each, we could say, each era or each time has its special nature and special challenges as well. So how you believe that the reshuffle of the cabinet could support Egypt's vision, first of all, 2030, and the general strategy of the sustainable development?
Yes, let's start by mentioning, the main tasks delivered by President El-Sisi to the new government. And this task actually is completely related to requirements of people, the Egyptian people nowadays. And we can mention to a large extent that Egyptians are suffering too much from inflation, specifically from increasing the cost of life for every one of us. Yep. Specifically for the middle class, after the devaluation, we all feel that our income are not sufficient to fulfill our needs, and from here it comes that the standard of living of a large part of Egyptians had been deteriorating for this period.
Yeah, but the middle classes doesn't exist anymore, I think. I mean, yes, suffering from inflation and such, yes, high prices, yeah, etc. Yes.
And one of the most important things that President Sisi has asked the new government to address the needs of people, to address increasing of price levels, inflation, and we can see that there is inequality of income distribution, increasing of poverty rate, still some challenges regarding macroeconomic stability, despite the efforts that have been done and the success that we have achieved. But still, we have a problem of internal and external debt that require specific actions. And what is new about this government, that we have a vice and an assistant to the prime minister regarding economic dimension, which means that he is going, or he is responsible to manage the economic dimension that has been neglected completely during the last ministries. We kept saying as economists that Egypt is in deep need to, the economics should take a major part, an important part. Why? Because actually our resources are not exploited properly enough and efficiently enough. If you see on a macro level, that Egypt, with all resources, we have tourism, one of the most nice area in the whole world, having different assets for tourism, not only shores and all what we can have as a legacy of Egypt. Our monuments, all what we have, and specifically after the inauguration of the new museum, all these assets are not exploited efficiently enough. Still, the GDP of Egypt is not exceeding $400 billion.
Yeah.
And from here it comes, this is telling us that we need a lot of efforts to be done to better exploit our resources. And I believe that this is the most important task of the economic side in this new ministry.
Yep. Also implementing a business plan, vision first, of course, implementing business plan, having or setting clear objectives to be realized and to be implemented with the clear timetable or implementation timetable, necessary funding and the performance or the what we call it the KPI, and the continuation monitoring of such a plan. How you find it? It's essential for each minister nowadays for his ministry from the very beginning.
Yes, this is very important, and I will add to that the accountability, which means that monitoring and evaluation, the most important aim for monitoring and evaluation is to make the responsible accountable for specific and goals, and to be monitored in different on a time plan scheduled so that we can know or see or monitor to how extent there are achievements towards achieving such goals. This is the most important part that we always neglect, or we are not doing this part properly enough and efficient enough. We don't have job descriptions for most of the hierarchy of implementers. We don't, account people for such goals. And from here it comes that you are always wait till you discover that we didn't achieve these goals, and we have to change those who were responsible. I believe this is the most important, dilemma about the implementation and the gap between what we are making as strategies and action plan and what we are actually implement in reality.
How to implement it on the ground, this is the main challenge always, and of course with the always upcoming challenges and turbulences. So this is also a very essential point, and of course it's a long topic. We've got to get you as a guest here in our studio, Dr. Youmn Hamaki, economic expert. Very good morning to you, and many thanks for your insights and your views. Well, ladies and gentlemen, short break and we'll be right back.